Hello there, it's Gadget the Gathering here to talk about Magic the Gathering, and today we're going to talk about Kodama of the East Tree. Now guys, I know this thing looks really cool, especially if you were to see it on like a video game. It'd be a cool boss or something like that you could fight. I don't know, kind of just a cool thing that we're looking at here. And I know this text box might seem really cool, but there's one thing, and only one thing, that is important about this card. You know what it is? It's this word right here. It's partner. That's it. That's the only thing about this card that matters. You see, partner is an obviously fair and balanced thing that they definitely haven't had to change multiple times to make it better that Wizards of the Coast did a few years back. Basically, it means that you can have two commanders as long as both of them have this word on their text box. Now, that doesn't include the newer ones like partner with or partner friends forever or whatever the other partners that they come together with. As long as it has only partner like this alone, then you can have two commanders. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to EDH you're going to go to the partners section, and you're just going to start scrolling through all this. You're just going to go through all these different options that you have, and you're going to pick one. And then you're going to have a color identity, and you're going to build those colors as good as you can, or as whatever you want, because there's so many options here that it's really hard to give a specific idea. Now that said, there are some coolish ones that you can do. For example, Tago, you can Kodama throw rocks at people, which is kind of cool. Vial Smasher can help you shoot people in the face for doing what you're already going to be doing. That said, we should probably talk about what Kodama does, because you're going to build around it at least a little bit, despite the fact that, I mean, seriously, partner is just such a crazy keyword that you're going to build around that, but Kodama is kind of cool. Basically, whenever anything enters the battlefield, if it wasn't put on the battlefield with Kodama's ability, then you get to put something that's a little bit smaller, a little bit cheaper onto the battlefield with it. It's very, very good of them to specify that it has to be a permanent that didn't enter with this ability, so you don't just chain together your whole hand onto the battlefield at once. That said, that's probably what you're going to be doing anyway. I think personally it would be really cool if you were to build a Golgari black-green deck that was focused on getting stuff out of the graveyard so you can reanimate something huge. It enters the battlefield, and then you can get some extra value by putting something a little smaller from your hand onto the battlefield anyway. This guy will give you a little extra value when you do that. Notably, it also doesn't say non-land permanent, so at the very least you can put a land onto the battlefield since their mana value is 0. So going back to the graveyard idea, that means you can use some of the little creatures that bring themselves back to the battlefield. I'm looking at you, Mr. Kitty. Then when they re-enter the battlefield, they just bring a land along with them, just ramping you. Doesn't even say tapped, so you can even just use it for mana anyway. And honestly, if you really wanted to just channel me, you could do graveyard artifacts, but you don't have to do that. Anyway, Kodama's pretty sick. Let me know how you would build it. Like and follow, see you in the next one.